Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. Pray. Pray.
Welcome everyone to Dr. Pillai's Religion of Religions YouTube channel. Today is Wednesday, October 18th, 2023. We are about to do a live, in-depth planetary puja using the chart of now, based on my current location in the state of New Mexico in the USA. My name is Swamini Valli. I am a Pillai Center teacher and priestess and an AstroVed astrologer, and I'm very happy to be hosting this program Monday through Friday on this channel. Dr. Pillai has said the planets and stars are more than just objects in outer space. There is a divine light being associated with each of them. In doing the puja, we are connecting with some of these light beings and inviting their positive blessings to flow into us and also into our world. To do the puja, I'm using the South Indian style layout of the chart. I have drawn the chart in chalk on a little blackboard that's laying flat on a side table here. Also, to do the puja, I have a container of water, a lit tea light, an incense stick, a bell, a tangerine, and a bowl of fresh flower petals. To start, I take the water and sprinkle a few drops of water on all four sides of the blackboard to purify the space for where the puja is going to happen. I sprinkle a few drops of water on top of my own head, and I send a few drops of water out into space towards all of you, whether you're watching it live or later on a replay. So symbolically, we're all purified going into the puja. We start with invoking Ganesha, the archetype who removes obstacles. Om Shring Gang, Om Shring Gang, Om Shring Gang. We ask Ganesha to come and to remove all obstacles from this puja, and I ask him to remove obstacles in the lives of the participants in the physical, mental, emotional, financial, and spiritual areas of our lives. I ask him to remove obstacles for all of us, now and always, and I thank him for his help with this. Now we do a short Tamil chant, asking all of the planets to be beneficial towards us. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atihar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atihar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atihar Arvarku Mikave. We ask all of the planets to be beneficial today towards us and towards our world. We thank St. Yanasamunda for teaching this chant, and we are grateful to Dr. Pillai for sharing it with us. Now, we turn our attention to the time elements, or the time Shaktis, that are active in my local area. We start with the planet that rules the day, Today is Wednesday, ruled by Mercury. I put flower petals on Mercury. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Now we honor the star that the moon is in. Right now the moon is in a star called Anuradha, a star that can give blessings for prosperity and friendship. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Anuradhaye Namaha. Om Anuradhaye Namaha. Om Anuradhaye Namaha. Now we honor the Tithi, or the moon phase. Right now we are in the 4th waxing moon, called Chaturthi in Sanskrit. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Chaturthi Devye Namaha. Om Chaturthi Devye Namaha. Om Chaturthi Devye Namaha. Now we honor the planet ruling the hour. In my local area, this is the moon. I put flower petals on the moon. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Now we acknowledge the yoga and the Karana time elements. Dr. Pillai said for these we would not use flower petals. We would say their names in Sanskrit 3 times each. The yoga that's active right now is one called Sobhagya, which can give blessings for good fortune. Sobhagya, Sobhagya, Sobhagya. And the Karana that's active right now is one called Vishti, which can give energies that tend to be inefficient. Vishti, Vishti, Vishti. Now we turn our attention to the chart of the moment. We start by looking at the sign that is the ascendant, represented here with the letters AC. This is the sign coming up on the eastern horizon in my local area. This is the sign of Tula, or Libra, which is ruled by Venus. Dr. Pillai said we start by honoring the planet that rules the ascendant sign as a gesture to his importance at the moment. I put flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Today in Libra is Ketu, and the sun entered just yesterday, and also Mars. Right now, Ketu and the sun are in the same star. We're going to honor both of them before we invoke the star. I start with honoring Ketu. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Now we honor the sun for being in Libra. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Both Ketu and the sun are in a star called Chitra, a star that can give blessings for creativity and craftsmanship. Om Chitraye Namaha. Om Chitraye Namaha. Om Chitraye Namaha. Chitra's star is ruled by Twashtar, archetype who is a divine master craftsman. Om Twashtarye Namaha. Om Twashtarye Namaha. Om Twashtarye Namaha. Chitra's star is ruled by Mars. I put flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Now we honor Mars for being in Libra. I put more flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Mars is in a star. Just a second here. Mars is in a star called Swati, a star that can give blessings to help us to be independent. The symbol for this star is young shoots of plants blowing in the wind. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Swati star is ruled by Vayu, archetype associated with the wind and the air element, and also is the father of Hanuman. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Vayuve Namaha. Om Vayuve Namaha. Om Vayuve Namaha. Swati star is ruled by Rahu. I put flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Tula or Libra, a zodiac sign that can give blessings for balance, fairness, harmony. Today containing Ketu, who is sometimes called the saintly planet, and the Sun, who is a bit uncomfortable to be in Libra. This is the sign where the Sun feels debilitated or not strong. The Sun likes to give his light away freely, and for him to be in Libra, where things are more balanced and measured out evenly and fairly, this makes him feel a bit constrained. The Sun gives his light away freely to everybody. He's not looking to see whether you deserve it or not. He's not looking to see how much money you have before he gives it to you. The Sun, if you step outside your house, if you're a king or a beggar or a sinner or a saint, everybody gets the same amount of sunlight. He just gives it away freely. So he does feel a bit constrained right now to be in Libra. He'll be here. He just came in yesterday, and he will be here for about a month. And Mars, who is here, Mars is a planet that helps with courage, willpower, and also can give blessings for protection and healing. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Vrishika or Scorpio, which today contains the moon. We honor the moon. I put flower petals on him. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. The moon is in a star called Anuradha, a star that can give blessings for prosperity and friendship. I put the flower petals on the moon. Anuradha's star happens to be the birth star of both Lakshmi and Vishvamitra, the two archetypes that are involved in the sounds Shrim Brazi. We honor the star. I put flower petals on the moon. Om Anuradhaye Namaha. Om Anuradhaye Namaha. Om Anuradhaye Namaha. Anuradha's star is ruled by Mitra, a form of the sun that helps with tolerance and gives blessings for friendship. Om Mitraye Namaha. Om Mitraye Namaha. Om Mitraye Namaha. Anuradha's star is ruled by Saturn. I put flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. This is a place, Anuradha star, where the Sun and Saturn are actually getting along. Traditionally, they're considered to be sometimes at odds with each other, but here in this star, they're both working together. And this is an interesting star for Lakshmi to have as her birth star because she does not tolerate anger or dirtiness of any kind in the physical environment or the emotional environment. So this is her birth star that has so much purity in it that both the Sun and Saturn actually are getting along, working together. Now, we honor the planet that rules Scorpio, which is Mars. I put flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Vrishika, or Scorpio, the most occult of all of the zodiac signs, today containing the moon, which is our mind and our emotions. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Makara or Capricorn, which today contains Pluto. I put flower petals on Pluto. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Pluto is in a star called Uttara Ashada, a star that can give long-lasting blessings for success. Om Uttara Shadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Shadaye Namaha. Om Uttarashadaye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the 10 Visvadevas, 10 light beings who each embody a unique, divine, universal principle. We ask for blessings from all 10 of them. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the sun. I put flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. We pause. Now we honor the planet that rules Capricorn, which is Saturn. I put flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Makara or Capricorn, a zodiac sign that can activate ancient past life skills and abilities, today containing Pluto, a planet that can help with rationality and science. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Kumbha or Aquarius, which today contains Saturn, who is retrograde and extra powerful. I put flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Saturn is in a star called Dhanishta, a star that gives blessings for prosperity, good reputation, music. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Dhanishta star is ruled by the 8 Vasus, 8 light beings who each rule different spheres of existence. We ask for their blessings. Om Vasusye Namaha. Om Vasusye Namaha. Om Vasusye Namaha. Dhanishta star is ruled by Mars. I put flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalayha Namaha. Om Mangalayha Namaha. Om Mangalayha Namaha. Now, we honor the planet that rules Aquarius, which is Saturn. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Kumbha, or Aquarius, the most humanitarian of all the zodiac signs, today containing Saturn, planet that can help us with patience, compassion, structure, and perseverance. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Meena, or Pisces, which today contains Neptune, who is retrograde and extra powerful. I put the flower petals on Neptune. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Neptune is in a star called Purvabhajapada, a star that can give blessings to help us towards enlightenment, charity, purification. I put the flower petals on Neptune. Om Purvabhajapadaye Namaha. Om Purvabhajapadaye Namaha. Om Purvabhajapadaye Namaha. Purvabhajapada star is ruled by Aja Ekapada, an archetype who can help us to experience deeper levels of stillness and forgiveness. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Purvabhajapada star is ruled by Jupiter. I put flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Pisces, which is also Jupiter. I put more flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Meena, or Pisces, the most transcendental of all the zodiac signs, today containing today containing Neptune, the planet that can help us with intuition and with understanding our own inner life. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Misha, or Aries, which today contains Rahu, Jupiter, who is retrograde, and also Uranus, who is also retrograde. All three of them are in different stars, so we invoke each of them separately. I start with Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Rahu is in a star called Ashwini, a star that can give blessings for speed and for healing. Om Ashwinihe Namaha. Om Ashwinihe Namaha. Om Ashwinihe Namaha. Ashwini star is ruled by the Ashwini Kumaras, horse-headed twins who have tremendous healing energies and are sometimes called physicians to the gods. Om Ashwini Kumarsye Namaha. Om Ashwini Kumarsye Namaha. Om Ashwini Kumarsye Namaha. Ashwini star is ruled by Ketu. I put flower petals on Ketu. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Now we honor Jupiter for being in Aries. He is retrograde, extra powerful. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Jupiter is in a star called Bharani, a star that has a tremendous amount of divine feminine Shakti or power. Om Bharani Namaha. Om Bharani Namaha. Om Bharani Namaha. Bharani star is ruled by Yama, archetype of justice. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Bharani star is ruled by Venus. I put flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Now we honor Uranus for being in Aries. He is retrograde and extra powerful. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Uranus is in a star called Kritika, a star that gives blessings for truth. Om Kritikaye Namaha. Om Kritikaye Namaha. Om Kritikaye Namaha. Kritika star is ruled by Agni, archetype associated with the fire element, and also an archetype who can give blessings for positive transformation and purification. Om Agnihe Namaha. Om Agnihe Namaha. Om Agnihe Namaha. Kritika star is ruled by the sun. I put flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Now, we put our flower petals on Mars, as Mars is the planet that rules Aries. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Misha, or Aries, a fire sign with very active energies, today containing Rahu, a planet that can help us to think outside the box, and Jupiter, planet that helps with everything related to spirituality, and Uranus, a planet that can help with creativity and higher intelligence and astrology. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Simha, or Leo, which today contains Venus. I put flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Venus is in a star called Purva Phalguni, a star that gives blessings for relationship and also for rest and relaxation. Om Purva Phalgunaye Namaha. Om Purva Phalgunaye Namaha. Om Purva Phalgunaye Namaha. Purva Phalguni star is ruled by Bhagya, an archetype of good fortune. Om Bhagyaye Namaha. Om Bhagyaye Namaha. Om Bhagyaye Namaha. Purva Phalguni star is ruled by Venus. I put flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Leo, which is the sun. I put flower petals on the sun. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Notice that we have a Paravartana yoga. Venus is sitting in Leo, which is ruled by the sun, and the sun is sitting in Libra, which is ruled by Venus. So this gives a little bit of extra support to each of them, as they're kind of backing each other's agendas a bit more than normally. We pause for a moment to reflect on Simha or Leo, a zodiac sign that gives blessings for power and leadership, today containing Venus, planet of diplomacy, joy, beauty, love, material comforts, and the arts. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The final zodiac sign today that has a planet in it is Kanya or Virgo, which today contains Mercury. I put flower petals on Mercury. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Mercury is in a star called Chitra, a star that gives blessings for creativity and craftsmanship. Om Chitraye Namaha. Om Chitraye Namaha. Om Chitraye Namaha. Chitra is ruled by Twashtar, an archetype who is a divine master craftsman. Om Twashtarye Namaha. Om Twashtarye Namaha. Om Twashtarye Namaha. Chitra's star is ruled by Mars. I put flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Now, we honor the planet that rules Virgo, which is Mercury. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Virgo, a sign that is the most analytical and detail-oriented of all the zodiac signs, today containing Mercury, planet of communication and business, planet that can help with analysis of patterns, pattern recognition. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. Now, I take a lit tea light and I hold it above the chart, the blackboard that has the chart drawn in chalk, and the many piles of flower petals, and in the air, I circle the tea light around the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction, offering the element of light to all these divine beings we have just invoked. Next, I take a lit incense stick to offer the air element and a sweet fragrance, and I circle this around the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction. Now, I take a bell to offer the element of sound. Now, I take a tangerine, a little fruit to represent the earth element, and I circle this around the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction. And later in the day, I will eat that tangerine as a piece of prasad or blessed food. Right now, I make prayer hands, and I make sincere prayer to all of these divine beings that we have just invoked, asking each one of them to send their positive blessings into the lives of all of us and also into the lives of our families, our friends, our neighbors, our colleagues, our homes, our workplaces, our schools, our communities, our countries, and indeed the entire world. May everyone on this planet have healthy food to eat, clean water to drink, clean air to breathe, a safe place to live, good clothes to wear, access to health care, good education, sustainable jobs, and may everyone on this planet have love in their life, now and always. I pray for enlightened leaders, enlightened citizens, enlightened laws, enlightened countries, and entire enlightened civilizations. I ask for blessings for all of my teachers, past, present, and to come. And I ask for blessings for all of my students, past, present, and to come. And I make a bow. You can continue to make your own prayers in silence for a minute, and then we can do short Q&A. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Peace to the body, peace to the mind, peace to the soul, peace to the environment. Peace, peace, peace. May we all go about our day or our evening in peace. Thank you all so much for joining us. I truly appreciate your participation and support in this little prayer circle. I see Jennifer asking in the chat, what's the best mantra to chant during this day? She says, thank you, I enjoy the class. Well, the moon is in Anuradha star, which, as I mentioned, is the birth star of Lakshmi. And in North America, this is the day of the start of 3 days in the 9 nights of the goddess that are focused on Lakshmi. And so the mantra Shrim Brazi could be a very good one to use today, would be my suggestion. Asking for blessings for dissolving any form of poverty consciousness. When the goddesses come during Navaratri, the 9 nights of the goddess, they're coming, to destroy things that are blocking the positive things. So Lakshmi brings abundance, but she's also here during these 3 days to help destroy poverty consciousness, to destroy any thoughts we have that are, contributing to poverty consciousness in our minds, in our being, etc. So Shrim Brazi, Dr. Pillai says it gives prosperity. It's also giving purity. It purifies us. And it also can give blessings for health. as he has said many times, health is wealth. You know, if you have a lot of money but you're not feeling good or you're really sick, you know, that doesn't feel good. So I would say Shrim Brazi for today would be the short answer for that one. Okay. Someone asked yesterday about Mercury, who is exalted right now in Virgo. He's going to change tomorrow, later in the day. He'll still be in Virgo, I think, in the morning when we do the puja. But he's going to change signs, so he'll be in Libra later in the day tomorrow. But right now he's in Mercury, which is a sign he both rules and is a sign where he's considered to be exalted or most comfortable. When a planet is in a sign where they are exalted or most comfortable, they're very strong. And so the things that they have agenda for could be more activated for us. Again, Mercury activates the area of communication, our speech, our writing, even our nonverbal communication. He activates business. He's the merchant planet. He's in charge of all forms of buying and selling. So all the commercial activities we do could be activated a bit more. Things like electronics and computers are also in his wheelhouse. So things like online marketing also falls under his realm. He also is the planet, he's quick moving. He can give us a sense of humor, give us a lightness about us so that we can laugh at ourselves and put a smile on the face of other people, which is a great skill to have, to focus on, you know, did you laugh today at all? And are you able to put a smile on the face of somebody else, maybe the clerk at the checkout counter or somebody? Can you help put a smile on their face in some way? And he also can help with helping us to manage all the details of our daily life. He can help us with that as well. So those are the few things that exalted Mercury can help activate for us right now while he's still in Virgo, where he both rules the sign, is exalted, and I hope that answers the question. I think it was Barbara that asked that yesterday. Okay, I want to be respectful to your time. We are still in the 9 nights of the goddess, so it is good to focus on the goddess energies today. I appreciate all of you who hit the like button, click on it, those of you that subscribe to the channel, as it does help the channel to grow. Namaste. The light in me truly honors the light in all of you. May light encompass all.